Hey everyone, it's Zed the First here. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, but I'm back with a brand new series just in time for World of Warcraft's latest expansion, The War Within. If you've been following the game, World of Warcraft, then you'll know that pre-patch just happened, and I think yesterday was the official launch day, which means 3 days prior there was the early access, which I participated in a little bit. But if you've watched my previous video, you'll know that I had some people come visit me here, so I wasn't really able to take full advantage of the 3 days of the early access. So, but either way, it's been an awesome time, and the new expansion is supposed to be packed with tons of exciting content and setting the stage for really what's, I think, shaping up to be an epic expansion. So in this series that I'm creating, this is the first one in the series, I'll be diving deep into all things War Within. Everything from leveling up, gearing up, so that you could do your Mythic Plus and raids and all that good stuff, and even exploring new zones, tackling dungeon raids, literally trying to play the whole thing. I'm even doing all the side quests. I'm trying to do every piece of, like, if this were like an Assassin's Creed game or, you know, Star Wars Survivor, whatever, this is me going for 100% here. So with that, let's cut over to the actual footage of what I plan to show you guys here, because this here is just my normal character, my hunter that I'm going to be leveling. You can see that he's already level 74 because I've been putting in some work, and I'm a little bit behind on the videos that I plan to be uploading. So keep an eye on if you want to subscribe, so you can see the videos as I upload them. Great. If not, that's also okay. I appreciate you watching the video, but if you could like and add a comment, anything you want to write in the comment, good or bad, I read it all and try my best to respond. It really helps get the algorithm out there and grow the channel, so that hopefully, you know, I can get this to become a actual revenue source, since I lost my job recently. So with that, let's cut over. Alright, so what we're looking at now is footage of me just sitting there, obviously. But all jokes aside, I'm about to die because my good friend DJ, Mr. DJ Fuzz, check out his YouTube channel. Sorry, Twitch channel. I don't think he has a YouTube yet. But yeah, go over and search for Mr. DJ Fuzz on twitch.tv, and I strongly advise and encourage to follow him, because firstly, I want him to get back into streaming because I miss him, and secondly, he is probably, without a doubt, the best tank I've ever known, and just overall, all around, great player. Like, if there was an MVP, and if he's listening to this, his ears are probably blushing, but I'm just speaking truth here. If there was like an MVP for all around, he would definitely take the cake, as well as tanking. Both of those awards would go straight to him, right? Okay, so now to the expansion. So the first thing that struck me odd here was that I'm getting flight stones. I'm like, what the heck? Why am I getting flight stones when I'm starting to do maybe this is the end of the pre-patch, or, you know, the transition of the pre-patch to the new zone? I'm not exactly entirely sure, but this is leading towards the new zone. This is how you get to the new zone. So why am I getting flight stones? I have no clue, unless there's going to be some use for them in the War Within, which seems unlikely, but I don't know. But this was a little bit challenging. As you can see, my life is going down, but it wasn't too bad. I also have an NPC to help me out, and, you know, there's other players that are like right there. There's a player that you know, I was helping out. They were helping me out. You know how WoW goes. But the Harbinger, I mean, come on. They're pretending like they don't know who the Harbinger is, but the Harbinger, duh, we know that's Xal'atath. Like, Xal'atath has the heart. She is like, they're pretending, they're making the whole thing like, oh, wow, it's Xal'atath. I mean, come on. Like, we know it's Xal'atath. Who else could it be? But either way. Okay, so now we went through this portal thingamajiggity, and I believe we're going to go through a whole bunch of series of other portals as well. And I'm kind of doing this a little bit in fast forward as well because I mean it's a lot of content, and I don't expect anybody to sit through such a long video. So I'm not gonna be running all of this at full speed. There might be some rather at normal speed. There might be some places where I do this at normal speed, but right now I'm gonna be doing this a little bit faster. Since I'm still getting the hang of all this video editing, I'm using a new software. I apologize. My last video, NBA 2K stuff, wasn't ideal. I don't think it was terrible either, so that's why I uploaded it. But please, I hope that you all bear with me as I up my video editing skills with this new software that should hopefully be really awesome. But there will be like some, as they say, birthing pains. So that's why you might see some faster, some slower. I'm still trying to get the hang of this, like overall in general. So yeah, and obviously I have to respond to DJ because he's my boy. So and he doesn't. I know he doesn't care about. I'm usually very respectful. You should know if you know me at all about people's privacy, especially when it comes to chat. I think it was just a slip of mind that I didn't cover the chat when I was streaming or whatever I was doing here. But I knew that I was using the overlay of Discord because DJ doesn't really care. But that's a side note, just so you don't think that I'm an a-hole, you know. So yeah, so we go through all these areas. It's just like kind of dumb. I thought I didn't think any much of it. You just go through, close these like rifts, and free these people like your typical World of Warcraft quests. Nothing special about it. Just trying to get through it so I can get to the new zone. I didn't comment on it before, but I noticed that I was also working on my a little bit of my UI frames to make it look a little better. Don't have the game audio here, unfortunately, and I am sorry about that. But this whole room, by the way, that you're looking at now is where you go for the pre-patch event where I leveled. So here we go. I think we're about to go into the new zone. We gotta go first. Do a couple of things. We're gonna have to. Go through the move Dalaran. We're gonna have to fight off the spiders and stuff. So this is where it really starts when you get that quest and you go to Silithus. If you recall, during I think it was end of BFA, where we would come in here and go through those rifts or voids, or I can't remember what they were called now. With the corruption and all that stuff. So we're back here in the same chamber, and you see I'm reading the quests. In the beginning of the expansion, I always try and read the quests, but then when I start doing all the side quests and stuff, then I'm like, this too much. So yeah, there was just a cutscene before in the chamber with Magni, but I'm trying not to spoil the early cutscenes for y'all so you get some hype and excitement. So yeah, and in future videos you will definitely see that I'm covering my my chat. But yeah. So we went and came back here to Dalaran, because Dalaran is really where it's at least for the very beginning. I mean, I don't know. If you know the answer, please put in the comments, because like I don't even know how many times Dalaran has moved and how many versions and variants of Dalaran exist. It's just ridiculous. Like, what is it, 3 or 4 or 5? I don't know. It's like, and this is yet another one. I don't know what I'm doing there. Why I'm just standing there trying to run, but maybe I was lagging. I don't remember. And yeah, but I mean, I definitely, speaking in terms of like, overall the game, state of the game, how it's changed. Speaking as somebody who's played since vanilla all the way through TBC, Wrath, Lich King, Cataclysm, etc. I've pretty much played, at least tried out every single expansion. I gotta say, Dragonflight is probably the expansion that I've played the least. Although I did get to max level, I did do a little bit of reading, but so. I feel like I am maybe not qualified, maybe quasi-qualified to at least comment a little bit about, the game and the features and stuff. So yeah, so we just spoke to Magni, and I think we got to go back and speak to Khadgar. Yeah, there's Khadgar, and I'll wait for you here. or something. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we click that because it says quest. I don't know why I'm waiting so long. And yeah, there was just a cutscene which I kind of just cut out of the video of what we were watching, just because, like I said, you know, I'm trying not to spoil the beginning cutscenes for y'all. At least the first couple episodes, I probably will be doing that, just so that you guys can experience it. Like I said, so I'm not going to keep saying that. So if you see like all of a sudden a random cut, it's a safe bet to assume that either I made a mistake, which is very likely, or it was a cutscene that I just took out. So here we go, starting to collect the quests that we're going to need. Brand Bronzebeard is going to be like probably like I don't know how to say it, but like, he's like, if not the star, definitely for sure a co-star of this expansion overall. I'm not going to spoil you yet with why or how, but you know, seeing as I'm recording this at when I'm at level 74, I've seen a few things. Bran is going to be a really key figure going forward. So here we are picking up all the quests, and of course there's going to be a new expedition. They always do this, usually every expansion. They're calling it something else. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it said there somewhere. And so, yep, now we're going around in Dalaran. We're closing these rifts, and I'm realizing now that my add-on is causing trouble. I think it's the dialogue key, which is an awesome add-on, by the way. I highly recommend it. But I had to take it out and put it onto my bar in order to be able to use it, because it made an issue with the interface. So we go and we help, you know, terrified citizens, and you know, save the day as we always do, and help them out and close the rifts and whatever and whatnot. And we'll see afterwards what happens, but I'm experimenting now, as you can see, with the clip speed. You can see it's going a lot faster because, you know, it's just running around Dalaran, you know, point A to B to C to D to E to F, and, you know, doing XYZ, which is pretty boring. So you can see I completed it now, and I'm running back, turning in all the quests, getting the mucho experience, and yeah, now the cutscene. I will say that, and I've heard this from some other friends as well, that the cutscenes and the cinematics for the War Within is awesome compared to past expansions. It's something that I've complained about, and I know practically the entire WoW community has complained about, is that once upon a time, Blizz used to make awesome cutscenes and high fidelity stuff, but then I think, if memory serves, I could be wrong, please comment below if you think otherwise, but I think like around BFA is when they started going way downhill, maybe even before that. But this expansion so far in my experience, the cutscenes are really good. Some of them are low quality, but there's already a lot more high fidelity, like almost movie-like level cinematics, which is really, really awesome. So I'm still running around trying to get to the new zone because Dalaran has now teleported, and I'm now running around, you know, fending off the attacks of the Nerubians, of the little spider dudes, and trying to get people to safety and stuff like that. Side note, the new Anduin, oh my god, what a badass he is. I really dig the new Anduin. Good, and this is me not realizing what the heck I'm supposed to do. I had absolutely no clue that I went through the sewer, and I had to go back under the sewer. So my good bud DJ was like, "Why don't you check the sewers?" And I'm like, "I went through the sewers, but apparently I had to go to this part of the sewers." And even so, you can't go through the tunnel. You got to go there, talk to somebody to go back to where I can't. Ridiculous. Whatever. That was honestly, that was kind of annoying and stupid, but whatever. So here we're going to get like a little mini cutscene, not really worth cutting it out, because we're about to kick her ass. So, kill the big bad boss. And by the way, right here at this moment, you'll see, this is where terrible lag is. So, beware. It's not something that anybody has control over, from what I've heard. Everybody experiences that kind of lag. At this place, in this part. Alright, and now we finally made it to the new zone. So all of that, you know, pre-work just to be able to get to the new zone. And here we are, we're finally here. And honestly, this actually reminds me, I think, of Dragonflight, where we started also on the shore. and we made our way inland. So this is the Isle of Dorn, I believe, and this that's the first thing that hits me, is that it's like, very similar to Dragonflight in that respect. And I mean, DJ thought it was kind of like Nagrand. I don't know. I don't necessarily know if I agree that it's like Nagrand. I think it has aspects of Nagrand in it for sure, like the greenery and the hills and stuff, and the trees and stuff. But I think it's a unique, interesting kind of zone. I'm not entirely sure. I'm still not done with this zone yet, but I'll reserve full judgment for it. But one thing's for sure, Blizzard's clearly put in, like a lot of work into, the little details, like the flames and, the reworking of the quests and stuff, and, even that, what you just saw where I was, modifying my UI without needing LVUI. You can see I'm using the vanilla UI these days because, they recognize that people were using the UI, the LVUI. I'll just leave this cutscene because it's not that big a deal. You meet the new race here. I guess it is kind of a big deal, but whatever. I'll leave it. It's a relatively short cutscene, and I did it pretty fast. Right now. It's on you can see how fast the wings are flapping. It's on 1,000%. I guess I may have stepped away from the computer for a moment or something. I don't know. But yeah. So, anyways, I just chose the easy route because I didn't feel like having to find it and fly it, whatever. So I took the easy way. And this is the new zone. This is not just the new zone. This is the new city, the main hub, the main new city of the expansion. This is where all the trainers are, all the professions, your banks, your weekly vaults. Like, it's basically the new Valdrakken, the new Shatarath, the new whatever, the new main hub for the expansion, right? And so this is going to do it for us for the first episode. I think that this is a good start. Hopefully every video I make will be better and better and better and better. So with that, I'd like to thank you for watching, if you watched up until this part, and please subscribe if this was even mildly interesting and you'd like to see another one. And even if not, please, thumbs up or down my video. Either way, it helps the algorithm. Please, preferably a thumbs up. And like I said, please comment below on any of the stuff that I've talked about during the video. And I look forward to uploading the next video, hopefully tomorrow. I want to try and do this on a daily basis, but we'll see if that's an actuality. But that's my goal, and they say reach for the stars, right? So thanks, and good luck, and have fun.